Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Attack and Productions. Fluff here. Today I've got Tanner. Tanner's bringing you a pretty spicy deck profile. We've been a pretty big fan of that one, but before we get into it, make sure to do all the YouTube-y stuff, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. You know, we beg because we love you. But Tanner, let's get into it.
You're not playing green?
I know. Oh wait,
well,
hold
it is.
on. There's some green.
Well,
there we
there's
go.
some green. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I know. So I decided to not play green, and I'm not gonna lie, getting a rebrand against me felt a little weird tonight. But this leader, you may have heard me say it in Fluff and I's battle or duel last week. I think it puts in a lot of work. So I know you guys don't like when we explain leaders, but I'm going to still go ahead and do that. So when this card attacks, you draw one, it gets plus 5k. Then when you have a unison of a specified cost of 2, you go down to 5 life, untap 2, and awaken. When you get to that side, auto, when this card attacks, draw 1 card, and then choose up to 1, so Kai wording, make sure you declare it, don't get rule sharked out there. Give one of your unisons without a keyword skill, and give it double strike. And then the other auto that makes it so good is that once per turn you may spirit boost when your unison is attacked. It gives the unison plus 6k and negates that attack. So, since this leader is so unison dependent, we're going to open up with the unisons that we use. So, a lot of people would argue that Kaba should be the main unison in the deck. I think Piccolo is, but both put in a lot of work. So the Piccolo is pretty self-explanatory. That auto is huge, especially if you remember to do it. Anytime somebody plays a counter, you can KO a battle card with 15k or less. The +1 just gives you extra draw, and then that -2 wipes the board if you have a, 3 cost, and wipes it based on everything underneath that power level, and then it gives the card Rejuvenate. Make sure on your sequencing you attack with your leader and give this double strike before you -2, otherwise it has a keyword skill. The Kaba is great, especially with a lot of leaders running around with Spirit Boost and a lot of low-hanging battle cards. Its +1 gives it -10k to a unison or battle card. Its -6 is never relevant, but if you get into it, I guess that's great. And then auto limit 1, when it goes to the drop area, you give your leader plus 5k. Really good. There's only really 2 other unisons that you could use. The expansion Gotenks and things like that, but I think those are the 2 you use. They're both really good. Since the leader uses Spirit Boost there, this is a, Surprise Attack Vegeta. It free plays, it's unique and critical. When you use Spirit Boost, just a nice 15k crit body, a lot like Surprise Attack Frieza. So, let's get into the stuff that you need to get out of the way immediately. 4 check lands. I am considering going to the Draft Box 5, God of Destruction, where you warp 2. But I like using the check lands. It's great for consistency. And I run a bit of a different super combo package. And the Raditz is what I use to sort of balance that out. And that Raditz requires 1 multicolor energy. And this is just a great way to get that. Most important card in the deck because it's broken and ridiculous. 3 Eradicator apiece, and I run 2 Assimilates to go with that. I don't need to explain this card. You guys have seen a lot of it. It's really broken, really busted. And the fact that you can get into your unison right off the bat, get a double striker, and then untap 2. You play this on turn 2 if you have an alliance target on board, and just pressure. And then the Assimilate, of course, is just that spicy tech. Kind of weird how that works. I think Jake was the first to point it out. Now, I got to give Jimmy a lot of credit here. He gave me the advice on this. I run the package out of 3/3. This is a free arrival, so if you have the combo power, it just comes into play. And then it's for 1 red, you can swap into this. This is an alliance with double strike. And this is just great for consistency purposes. It gives you a board or a guy on board to activate with alliance. Plus, its auto is not that bad. And then this guy is just another alternate win condition or an alternate way to go into it. Great consistency and helps you get targets on board. Alright, now the other really great card that came out way back in the day would be Gogeta Resonant Explosion. It's removal, it's a 5-drop, which lets you free play this. Surprisingly, I think I'm going to go up to 3 on this. This put in so much work tonight. It basically makes Eradicator apiece a quad strike, and with how early you apply pressure and how aggressive it is, most people don't expect to be at 4 energy or 4 life and then have to burn 2. Again, shout out to Jimmy and Fluff for talking about resolution. Make sure you resolve your Eradicator auto before you resolve this auto, so that way if they're at 3 life, you're getting that burn and then the burn here. This card put in a lot of work. I think it's an unsung hero. So, continuing on the Arrival package, 2 Chomp of Beerus, because again, it's removal on your opponent's turn or on your turn. Easy Arrival or target, and can give your surprise attack Vegeta double strike, and double strike crit's never a bad thing. I run a pretty negate heavy package. 2 Topo. 2, is that all you got? 3 Violent Rays. 2 Yanchas. And then in my one-ofs, I run 1 Kaioken, 1 Exploiting, 1 Merciless, and 1 Vegeta and Friends. A lot of that is probably local meta dependent. We have a lot of just aggressive players, so I like a lot of negates. Probably too much. If you want to go to a more aggressive package, you could cut down on these.
You ain't a prison player.
Yeah, I know, right? A lot of that is your preference. I don't need to explain them all. They've all been explained before on the channel. Channeling my inner Jake here and trying to make this fast. Free play, another alliance target in worst case scenario, or an extra push. Pretty good. 20k, can't activate blocker, goes away. Then talking about my super combo package, I like to run a 2-2 split. Raditz, the consistency super combos, let you get that draw too. And then Nappa, of course, body on board, alliance target, and just overall activates your arrivals. So since I do that, I run 2 Raditz, Arrival the Invader, and that way I have more arrival because I do not run any green 5Ks. So this is it, but that's consistent enough that you can go into it. Now, my other one-ofs, which are finishers, I might end up cutting them for Overwhelm, but the whole reason I built this deck was I wanted to use that. I've not played it a single time. Kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. And a card I just can't quit. I love that card. It's arguably one of my favorite cards in the game. You're never going to play it. It's paced out really weird. And why not just go into Eradicator of Peace? And then finally, I run this secret rare because I like to go to turn 5. And it's real good. It put in a lot of work tonight as well. So, yeah, that's my deck.
I've never seen you lose after playing that.
Yeah, it's one of those, if it gets on board, you're probably winning. The combo killing's really good. There's a lot of ways you can go with this deck. This is not perfect by any means. I think it probably will get a little bit of tweaking as you go. I think this leader on its own is so good. You could go mono red. The promo Vegeta that has a Kaba on it with the, and then the winter pack Vegeta, I think it's Resonant something, really good. Probably would go up to more Kaba unisons if you did that. But let me know what you think. I really like red-green. I really like this leader. I think it's this sets Vegex. So that's it for me.
All right, well, Tanner, thank you. Deck looks awesome. It's a lot of fun. I got to play against it tonight, and boy, let me tell you.
You didn't like your deck, though.
No. Comment if you think Tanner should shave his head.
Yeah.
There's the bald spots.
On that, there's a couple videos floating around there. Click on them. Hopefully it's something that you would like to see or haven't seen yet. But as always, thank you. Read your cards, know your plays. Let us make the mistakes so that you don't have to. And as always, fluff out.